What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's about 6 o'clock Wednesday night. Hopefully things go to plan. You guys will be watching this tomorrow night, which will be Thursday. I've just got home from work. Still working through this lockdown thing, considered essential working in the logistics industry. So it's kind of good actually. It means I'm not going crazy at home. But anyway, today I'm going to be pulling the locked diff out of the Cefiro. So if you are real OG and remember my early videos, we grabbed an open diff and me and my mate James welded it up with a stick welder, one that doesn't use gas, and it was a fucking horrible job. We got slag all over the ring and it wouldn't turn by hand, and when we first put it in the car it was pretty crunchy, so we ended up putting it in and giving a little test and then changing the oil. Bit of metal came out, but the diff has held up until this point. It's done me real good, so put that aside for another car, maybe even a spare diff for the Silvia. But because the goal for the Cefiro is to get it legal and lock diffs aren't legal, I've got to put an LSD in it. So I got two options. Originally I was going to be putting in a two-way LSD, which came in the Silvia, that's now got a lock diff, or I could use a viscous LSD. I've got one that I could chuck in, and trying to debate which one I should put in. A two-way would be cool just because, you know, it's a two-way diff. It's like a $1,500 diff. But it's not really necessary for the Cefiro because the Cefiro is just a cruise car that'll do the odd skid here and there. It's not going to be used for drifting anymore. So yeah, a two-way diff isn't really necessary. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should I run a two-way LSD or just a viscous LSD? The viscous one that I have, I'll probably end up shimming it later down the track just to tighten it up a little bit. But yeah, I don't know, let me know what you think. Couple of things that make life a fuckload easier is I've started getting into the habit of getting all of the tools that I need for the job before I end up doing anything. And I picked this light up a while ago from my work. They were throwing them out for some reason, and it's like the best light ever because it's a white light, so lying under here and it being directly in your eyes, it's not too bright, but as you can see, it really lights up the whole underside of the car and makes things a hell of a lot easier. Take it off. Put it on. Alright, take it off. Sweet, that's it. Yep. Thank you. Alright, don't make the same dumbass mistake I just did. So I took all the axle bolts out and then took the axles out of the diff stubs. And I hadn't done the drive shaft, so I got my dad to pull the handbrake and stuff, but didn't matter because it was just turning because obviously the axles weren't connected to the wheels. So yeah, make sure you do the drive shaft before you take the axles out. And that is a lock diff out. I definitely think it might have been leaking a little bit because the bottom is quite wet, but it's not really around the bung. It's more around like where the cover meets the casing. So not a big deal. I mean, this isn't going back in a car. So, and yes, I know that is missing. That was always missing. But yeah, we have all 4 bolts on the new diff. So if you're wondering why I choose to sort of like bench the diff out, sort of using my leg, I guess instead of using the jack, is I actually find benching it a little bit easier. You have a little bit more control over it and you're directly under it. I mean, diffs aren't super heavy, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, yeah, so that's a diff job out. It only took about 45 minutes, so it's not too big of a deal to do it after a full day's work. But yeah, so now that diff's out, obviously ready for another diff to go in. So like I said, gonna give it some more thought over the next few days, and I'll probably look at putting a new diff in this weekend. But yeah, drop a comment below. What do you guys reckon I should do? Viscous or two-way? In the last video, you guys saw me do the wheels and I sorted that knocking that was coming from the front left suspension. And after taking it for a drive around the block just to see if it fixed it, my little cousin that lives with us came out and asked if I'd give her a ride in this. So she's never been in a car like this before. She's never been in anything super fast. And so I gave her a ride in it. First ever time in a car like this, like I said. And her reaction was pretty cool. She seemed pretty excited to come for a ride, and so I ended up filming it, so I'll chuck it in now. Right, so we're about to do something pretty funny. So my little cousin that's living with us wants to go for a ride in the Cefiro. She's never been in a car like this before, so yeah, good introduction. Just hold the camera like you're taking a selfie. It's recording.
Okay. Wait, and my belt on?
Yeah, put your seatbelt on. You've never been in a car like this before, eh?
No.
Right, so just got back and she loved it, didn't you?
Yeah.
How was it?
Good. It was very fun.
It was pretty cool to see my little cousin's reaction to going for a ride in this. She's pretty shy in front of the camera, that's why she didn't seem too excited when I asked her how it was, but yeah, she had a big smile on her face, which is awesome. And yeah, it'd be pretty cool to give her a ride in the drift car once that thing's going. But yeah, anyway, cheers for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.